on the wing. And so our heroes ventured back to Arwen, very much wounded, very much hurt. But they did come back with the prize of Fortuna's dice. And they shopped, and Jane Fairwood bought something new, a deflecting shield. And they leveled up and trained and got new skills. And so it was time for them to begin their final mission of Act 1. Death on the Wing. Baron Zakareth sweeps imperiously towards the heroes. I've just come from Gregory. I had to turn down his request for a loan. It seems the treasury in Arwen is nearly empty. Soon neither of our baronies will be able to pay our soldiers. The Baron adjusts his tabard and sighs. Our baronies share silver mines in the Carthmounts. Greystone Watchtower looks out over several of the major sites, and we've had no shipments from that region for weeks. I suspect the hand of that devilishly clever old lord is at work. Go look into it. On the way to the watchtower, they approached a twisting ravine. Suddenly, the sun is blotted out, and then a large and powerful winged figure lands on the stony earth before them. "Greetings, mortals," he says. "I am Belther, the Scion of Gravorn." Then he pauses, as if expecting you to introduce yourself. When you don't, he moves on. "I bear you no particular ill will, but I'm here to slaughter every single person dwelling in that tower, and I can't have you interfering." With a thrust of his powerful draconic legs, Belther leaps to the stony slopes above the ravine ahead. Then, with a swipe of his muscular tail, he knocks a boulder into the ravine. "My minions will slow you down. Until next time, little mortals." As Belther spreads his wings and flaps away, monsters appear on both slopes, struggling to shove boulders over the edge into the ravine below. You best hurry if you intend to beat the dragon hybrid to the watchtower. Belther. Belther. Who is this mysterious Belther? This is what he is. A dragon hybrid. Something the heroes had never seen before. Dragon hybrids like Belther are rare, particularly as the dragon wars fade from history into myth. Belther has made a name for himself as a mercenary and rather ruthless adventurer over the past several decades. If he is now in service of the Overlord, that bodes ill for all Terradoth. And so it was a race, and the heroes knew it. But there were monsters everywhere, and it was time to go. And so Averick Albright moved first and spent his fatigue to attack one of the Barghast hounds with his great iron battle axe. And it was a hit, but a very poor one at that. And it did not even do any damage whatsoever. And so he turned back his mighty battle axe and swung again. This time it was a much better hit. And the Barghast fell dead to the ground. Fairwood decided she would go next and ran forward to rush the creatures. Jane Fairwood too spent her fatigue and rushed forward to take out one of the creatures. And so she used her steel broadsword and hit the creature. But it was not a good blow. So she pulled back her sword again and attacked. And that was enough to fell the evil beast. Leoric of the book was up next. Leoric rushed past everything and ran forward, using his fatigue, raising his staff of light. He attacked one of the Barghast hounds, and he hit. Not a killing blow, but good enough to damage it almost to the point of death. And then it was up to Grisbin the Thirsty, whose short legs should only carry him so far. And so he decided he would spend his fatigue and get as far as he could towards the heroes. And so the heroes' new monsters advanced. Another Barghast hound came from behind. The spiders advanced towards the heroes, and these Barghast hounds that were there decided to attack. Also in the distance, the heroes could hear the boom of what sounded like a boulder hitting the ground. They had to beat these monsters sooner rather than later if they were going to go and get past that ravine with the boulders falling from the sky, it seemed. But first, they had to defeat these monsters. And so one of the Barghast hounds came up behind Albrecht, the master one, and attacked. Some sort of magic helped it. And it had some kind of rage to it. And it attacked twice. And it hit. Albrecht took a good, mighty blow of damage. And then it attacked again, taking a little bit more damage. But then the monster disappeared in a puff and was gone. One of the hounds attacked Grisbin the Thirsty. And it hit Grisbin. Only doing a glancing blow. But then the creature howled. A hideous howl, piercing the very ears of our heroes. Is it enough to damage the heroes? All the heroes except Grisbin were affected by the howl. And then the other Barghast hound attacked, and it attacked Leoric of the book. But it did no damage to him whatsoever. And it too howled, its hideous howl merging with the other howl of the other Barghast hound. Fairwood could finally hear the piercing affect her. But she was the only one affected this time. And so the cave spider moved forward, and it wanted from the side and attacked Leoric. And he was hit badly. And he felt the poison that he had felt before, or last time he had been bitten by the cave spider. He felt that too again this time. And the other spider attacked him as well. But this time there was no damage. But the damage had been done. He had been poisoned. He had taken some wounds. It was time for the heroes to regroup, recover, and fight back. And so Grisbin the Thirsty went first. And he pulled out his great chipped axe, and he swung at the hound in front of him. And he hit the hound. But it was not a kill blow. And so he swung back again. This time the hound failed and died. Leoric attacked the wounded Barghast hound before him, hoping to finally finish it off this time. And he did. And so it died. And he turned his attention now to one of the spiders and attacked them as well. And it too fell and died before him. But now the poison starting seemingly to catch up with him. And he felt himself weaken just a little bit more. But now, Averick and Jane would make their move. Averick went first, swinging his great iron battle axe at the spider next to him. And he hit the beast. And he killed it. Fairwood took her steel broadsword and attacked the spider in front of her as well. And it too fell beneath her. And so the heroes could hear more boulders plopping down in the distance. Another Barghast hound appeared from out of nowhere and attacked Grisbin the Thirsty from behind, while the spiders moved forward and advanced upon our heroes. The hound missed its attack on Grisbin, and it howled. Its howl as well. Jane was not affected this time. Neither was Leoric. Grisbin though was. And Averick was not. Then Leoric was attacked by another spider. And no damage was done. And the master spider decided to attack Jane. And she too took no damage. And so now the heroes would get to counterattack. Grisbin decided he would take this Barghast and show it the penalty for creeping up behind it. And so he hit the creature. Nearly killing it. And so he did it again. And this time the creature was dead. Leoric attacked the spider in front of him. In the background, the hounds could be heard. There were more coming. What could the heroes do? But this time Fairwood said, hold on, Leoric, before you attack. I will attack first. And so she swung her broadsword at the spider, but missed. And so she swung it again, and missed again. And so it was up to Leoric. And he hit. And the spider in front of him fell. And so he attacked the master spider. Damaging it, but not killing it. And the poison again, he felt the effects of. And again, he felt a little weaker. And now it was the Overlord's turn to make his move again. Another boulder in the distance. Another Barghast hound coming forward. And the spider attacked Fairwood. and it hit her. But only a glancing blow. And so now the heroes would have their chance to finally strike back and advance. Fairwood attacked the spider in front of her, and it was a killing blow, and it was dead. And now she went to move forward. Before she could do so, some kind of web but she passed the trap. Yes, the spiders had left webs in their wake, but she passed the trap and came up to the boulders. And so our heroes attempted to move forward and bypass or remove the boulders, while Grisbin stayed behind to cover the rear. Grisbin attacked the hound and damaged it, but it was nowhere near enough to kill it, only a glancing blow. So he attacked again. And again the hound was still alive. Averick decided he would try to remove one of the boulders in front of him, but he was unsuccessful. So he tried again, and again was unsuccessful. But Leoric tried himself as well this time, and he too had failed. Fairwood decided she would try to remove one of the boulders in front of her, and this time she passed. The Barghast hound attacked Grisbin, and Grisbin barely took any damage, but the thing howled. But Grisbin passed. Another Barghast hound was coming, and another boulder fell. But the heroes rushed forward, the way now open thanks to Fairwood, and ran towards the exit, and was able to get to where they needed to go.